A year ago, I left Bain to work at a startup, and before I left, I looked at over 500 startups because equity can be as much as 20% of your compensation, so you want to make sure you're joining a rocket ship. This is my weekly series where I talk about where I would apply if I was recruiting right now, and this week's company is Harvey. They've raised over $500 million at a $5 billion valuation from tier 1 investors, and they're building AI for lawyers. They started by using GPT-3 to respond to lawyers' questions on Reddit and started seeing that it actually could respond to a lot. They went to OpenAI with these findings, and now OpenAI is actually one of their investors. They've become really respected in the law community, and I think it's because of their go-to-market strategy, which has been top-down. So instead of selling to individual lawyers, they've actually gone straight for super prestigious, hundreds of years old law firms. And obviously it's harder to sell software into those companies, but once you do, you get a lot of industry respect. And I'd say this is similar to a bridge, which instead of selling to individual doctors, went straight for health systems. You might be wondering why lawyers are down to buy software that could replace them. Harvey says that their goal is not job displacement, it's task displacement. So right now, juniors spend a lot of time doing all of these tasks that are very time consuming, and it means they have to wait a long time until they can do any strategy work. And one of Harvey's goals is to compress this timeline. They're also working with the lawyers directly to evaluate these models. There's a ton of things they're looking forward to. One of them is they think that they're going to be able to file S4s completely automatically soon, which is what companies do when they're looking to go public. It involves a lot of internal and external data, so that's part of why it's a big milestone. They're also working directly with some of these law firms that they've been selling to create specialized software. So let's say you have a personal injury law firm, they might create software that's like specifically personalized to some of the use cases that come up in that. They have a ton of jobs open in design, product engineering, and a bunch of other stuff.